They want to suicide, but they're not brave enough.
Mucha gente vive en Tijuana y trabaja en San Diego.
There's tunnels, but that's not just because to cross immigration.
A base de eso digo mucho muerto, mucho mosquito.
We're going to 2 nations and 3 cities, Los Angeles, San Diego, and Tijuana, and asking simple question related to the border between Mexico and the US and the sort of immigration. So in this area, has the border between the US and Mexico. So what do you think of this perspective, or what is the expectation?
I think it's a good ideal, not just for the US, but for every single country to strengthen their borders and immigration systems, not to defer people or to deport other people from entering, a certain country, but it's to help in strengthen, the country's own financial and economic situation, as well as help to keep their communities and their, citizens safe. And it's a lot of miscommunication that makes people upset, thinking that they'll be deported or, not allowed in a country, because there needs to be better understanding and exposure to the exact laws and policies that they're making for strengthening borders.
I see. So they will not deport it, to be honest.
No. I think it also goes back to the misunderstanding of the general public and the way that media bias is shown on public television. There needs to be better understanding of those certain topics and deportation. But it would be very similar to the way that someone would attend a school or apply to a college or university, that they're very biased too, that they're not just going to let any person in. There has to be credentials and documentation in order to join the facility and be a part of that community. And I think that's how all types, that should be the fundamental for every type of either border security or financial system or responsible community, to ensure that they're allowing the correct people to receive benefits and ultimately share, safety with each other.
That's right. Yeah, like a Wendy, the house owner said, yes, about this unfair situation. She said when she had the baby, I don't know if he's her friends or not, but in a hospital when he had the baby, he couldn't get the medicine properly because she couldn't pay for that. But instead of that, the immigrants or the people from the other country could get the proper medical way. So what do you think this circumstance?
That also goes to the similar aspect of, ensuring people's feelings are not hurt in the communities and within the US, because they're trying to adhere, to make everyone welcome and everyone happy. But it affects the people who are taxpayers and willing to support and provide for the communities in here, because they're restricted due to income or their social welfare from these government subsidies or allowances, whereas immigrants are given the freedom to explore these government resources freely, due to not having any restriction or background information. And I think that's why a lot of people are upset, because the government structure and state structures of these government organizations are not properly recording or documenting everything.
That's right. Thank you.
Alright then, let's move to the San Diego. The climate is one of the best in the US, and you can see the sea lion, perhaps.
you stay in San Diego, then I'm super curious on the immigration people and also the wall that the U.S. government created. What do you think of that?
Of the what again?
The first immigration, and the second is the wall things like
wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to say because there were some saying, and Trump was the one that said that the Mexicans were here to steal our jobs. Which no American wants that type of jobs, which is basically going out to doing the hard labor.
Right.
Picking out cherries, picking out avocados, picking out whatever it is, working 12 hours a day from morning till night. I don't think Americans would want to work that way, and especially Mexicans don't come in and rob. They don't come in and steal. They come in and work.
Yeah, basically.
It's work. We work because we want to send money to have a better place over there for the families over there.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning of all this stuff, it was really sad because they were tearing apart families that they were coming across.
Mm-hmm.
Families.
Yeah.
So, and till this day, people don't know where their parents are, what the children are, because they separate them.
That's right.
We don't know where they are. So, I don't know if it's about politics or it's about, I really don't know what it is, but there are tearing families apart, but they're coming obviously to have a better life. And
right.
They don't see it that way. They see it as they're stealing jobs, but what type of jobs are we talking about?
Right.
High-paying jobs? That's not happening because obviously corporate America is not going to let you work in a corporate company without any immigration papers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And I don't know, man. It's really bad. And they think a law is going to help people accountable for. People not cross over. There's a lot of ways to cross them. From what I've heard, there's tunnels. But that's not just because to cross immigration, but that's to cross drugs. Warlords from over there, and they find people and they cross underneath the ground, and they come out in houses over here. I mean, how do they do that? I don't know, but that's not the only way they do it. Cross people, boats and oceans and stuff. I mean, there's a bunch of ways. And I don't know. Some people more inside of the republic, not just in Mexico, but in Salvador and stuff like that, are also immigrating over here on this side. Because, and those people, when they stopped here in Tijuana, they were trying to do really bad stuff. And I'm not saying all of them, but certain people were.
Yeah.
And us as Mexicans were trying to help them, trying to feed them while they were trying to win across. And some people didn't even want that help because they demanded to come into the United States. And they wanted, demanded. So, I don't know if you understand. So, there's two types of people where they want to do it right. And there's other people that don't want to do it right, and they think that they are.
Right, yes.
I need to go on.
Same, yes. Pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a political refugee, and that's all in good, but I don't know. It's just how it is.
Thank you, sir. That's perspective is
that's
super...
personal perspective.
Yeah, of course. That's my
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's why I came here to ask those type of the question. And final question: what do you think of the walls?
Think about it. Well, it's just there. It's not, like I said, it's not gonna stop anybody to come. There's other ways coming into the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Not wall. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a separation.
That's right.
You go deeper to Imperial Beach. I don't know if you're gonna stay here to go to Imperial Beach. But that wall crosses the beach. So there's two sides. There's a park, and then there's Mexico Beach. And you see basically families, either the mother or the father, having lunch there or meeting their families there because they can't cross over. So that's really sad. You know, that's really sad to watch and see. But the families can't be together because of all the separating them. So
That's right.
that wall, it doesn't mean anything, but it does mean something separation-wise, emotionally. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's a separation between two countries that should be together that was ours, but now isn't. I mean, it's just that. You know, so.
Let's say goodbye to the US. Now we're in the Mexico, Tijuana. Of course, the tacos is the best in Tijuana. My recommendation is taco de birria. It's like a soup with tacos. Alright, let's ask some question.
Just I want to ask you some like sort of question, like why you stay here? Because she was in the U.S., but
No, we're going right now to the U.S.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Now.
Now?
Oh. But you not living here.
Yeah, we leave because it's too expensive. San Diego.
San Diego is too expensive.
Too expensive.
I see. So, what happened to you? ¿Qué es problema a ti?
¿Cuál es tu problema?
Mi esposo.
¿Tu esposo?
Le dio bono ya.
El cuerpo no funciona.
Paralyzed. No.
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
And she never worked. She was the one working. So now she's trying to provide, and she doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah.
¿Aquí o allá?
Allá.
Allá.
Yeah.
Allá es mejor.
Yes.
En términos de dinero.
More.
Pero, ¿cuántos años viviste aquí?
All her life.
All her life.
All her life. Because her parents were here. Yeah, who's he? Name is Joe and
Joe.
Sandra.
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 Me encanta.
Yeah.
Y, like, how the life in here and what is the difference between this San
Vete
Diego?
para acá que no te pegue el sol. What?
¿Qué es diferente de su vida aquí y San Diego?
¿Cuál es la
¿Cuál es la
diferencia?
diferencia?
¿Cuál es la diferencia? Pues que...
More money over there.
Mm.
Yeah. And here it's cheaper, the food and the living. Rent. She owes rent and everything. That's why she's trying to get over to San Diego right now. Yeah. She was born in Los Angeles, but her mom just passed away, and her husband right now is having problems. So she's gonna go right now and ask for money anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, she's panhandling. You know, she's gonna go and say, "Can you help me? I'm homeless," and her husband is right now in a hospital. Yeah.
Like, is it difficult to find a job as a woman here?
Here?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, why it is difficult to find a job as a woman here?
Because she's older. They need younger people. And she's not going to look for a job here. She's going to look at a job over there. She doesn't have any money.
See. So it's kind of like difficult to find a job here. Then she got to the San Diego to find a job.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry. And then you have the problem with... ¿Hay problema con su esposa? Esposo. How long been as a homeless?
How long? Like me, I've been... she has been... Like, ¿cuánto tiempo has estado sin casa?
Por varios tiempos.
Varios tiempo. I think about 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
After COVID or some?
Yes.
Pero, like, before 5 years ago,
It's gonna be 5.
Desde 5 años,
Yeah.
¿qué haces?
She was living with her mom. Yeah, they were renting together.
What about you, sir?
Her husband. Huh?
Like, what did you do 5 años before?
Before she?
You?
No, me? I'm retired. Before I used to work and I got injured, and now I'm putting my papers for the retirement. It takes time, you know.
Right.
She doesn't have EBT or SAMS either, and
No.
it's a process.
Right.
It's a process. She has some problems, you know. A lot of problems.
Got it. Wow. So what is the CB? What about
EBT?
EBT?
EBT is a card they give you, government, for food and money.
Wow.
They give you $300. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have that right now.
I see.
That's why.
So in the Mexico, or
No, United States.
US. It's
Yeah.
kind of difficult to get the, what is it, IVC? IC?
EBT.
EBT?
It is. It is.
It is.
It is.
And so many people in the San Diego want to come to here to stay as a like a cheaper life or something like that. I see. Wow, that's quite difficult to think. Thank you, anyways. Thank you for like giving. And what is it? What kind of injury did you have?
Oh, it's my back.
Back.
Yeah.
Back painful. I see. Pero like how much do you need for staying here for a month?
A month we need let's see, like about $300.
$300.
$300.
I see. Got it. So, what do you desire to the next president, Donald Trump?
Yeah. That he helps more people, even people with a lot of need. Islam, a lot of people are getting permission to go. And, everybody has their equal opportunity, everybody has to have their opportunity, And they need work. There's a lot of problems, crisis in other countries, even Mexico government and is corrupted.
Yep.
Like in another world, everybody has their own needs. Like, it's a lot of problems. Yeah.
That's right. ¿Qué piensas ahorita presidente aquí en México?
Pues, presidente.
Well, just got in. It's we don't know. It's just started, just came in. We
Got it.
cannot say.
So last question about that. What do you think of the Muro?
Muro.
Sí. Entró Estados Unidos.
It's divided, huh? We are divided.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not right. I think it's not right. Because you know what? My grandparents, when they came here, it was no division.
Oh,
Yeah. Like in 1900.
okay.
Yeah. No division. Everybody coming in and out, no problem. Of course, there was less problems and about 500 people only in Tijuana. In San Diego, probably 1,000 people. It's a lot of, in the whole San Diego, it's very little people.
Yeah.
And now it has, of course, a lot of problems. There's a lot of people,
Yeah.
and a lot of crisis,
I see. Pero hay muchas drugs. Like,
Drugs.
is there drugs
Drugs.
here?
Yeah, there is a lot of people who are deported, and they have their family over there, and they're they have a lot of pain, so they go. They don't want any more suffering. They cannot suicide. They cannot jump, so they go with the drugs because they know that sooner or later they're gonna have a heart attack and they die.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't want to suffer. There's a lot of suffering. Because they don't want to. Nobody is brave enough to jump, so they go drugs drugs, and that's it. Sooner or later they're gonna have a heart attack and that's it. Bye bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
The same in Japan too.
Same
Like,
in Japan.
So many people want to suicide, as you know. Japan is crazy about this topic. Hay muchas personas quien
En Japón,
¿Quieren?
que se quieren suicidar.
suicidar, sí, también. Pero él dice, es correcto, sí, también Japón. Pero, ¿qué
Drogas.
drogas es más popular aquí?
Sí. Es crystal.
Crystal meth.
Methamphetamine.
Same as San Diego?
En San Diego. Fentanyl, ¿verdad? Fentanyl. Yeah.
Fentanyl.
There's a lot of people, all banned and everything because
Right.
they use
Yeah.
that drug there. They want to die. They don't want no more living. They want a suicide, but they're not brave enough to commit suicide.
Yeah.
So these people are using drugs for sooner or later they're gonna have a heart. They know. It's slow.
That's right. Okay, anyways, thank you for having time with me.
I came here one of the busiest border checkpoint all over the world. Let's ask to the person who will go to the US.
Muchas personas a cruzar a Estados Unidos para Navidad.
Ajá. Sí. Y las compras, los regalos.
Entiendo.
Ajá.
Y trabajo también.
Sí, también trabajan. Ajá. Mucha gente vive en Tijuana y trabaja en San Diego. Ajá.
Pero ¿por qué? Por ejemplo.
Pues, ¿cómo?
Como, like, vive aquí
Ajá.
y trabajar acá.
Pues es mejor. Si si eres una persona que tiene papeles para trabajar en Estados Unidos, pues es mejor la paga trabajar en Estados Unidos que trabajar en Tijuana. En muchos trabajos, no todos.
Sí.
Pero la mayoría pues sí prefieren, si puedes cruzar, trabajar en San Diego.
Entiendo.
Yo sí estuve un tiempo. Yo vivía en Tijuana con mis hermanas y cruzaba a trabajar.
Porque
Todos los días.
entonces la fin de semana regresar aquí para tomar tiempo con su familia.
Ajá, sí, como ahora vivo en San Diego, cruzo a visitar, a hacer cosas. Ajá. Pero antes yo vivía en Tijuana y cruzaba todos los días a trabajar.
Finally, I could come to here in the border. And we're going to talk with a man who lives in the border close to.
¿Qué piensas sobre el muro? Porque es el muro de la vergüenza, no del sueño americano. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Cómo te dijera? A base de eso ha habido mucho muerto, mucho mosquito, muchos que se encuentran la familia, que no, hombres, mujeres, es malo. ¿Por qué es malo eso?
¿Puedes ver aquí?
Porque sí he visto. ¿Yo?
Sí.
Sí he visto.
¿Pero cuántos?
Uy, bastante.
¿En la playa o aquí?
Aquí en la playa, cuando cruzan, que se ahogan. De hecho, ¿sabes qué? Hace años salió un buzo por aquí, por donde va aquel señor.
Sí.
Salió un buzo y pero ya muerto.
Pero nadar para allá, nadar para entrar allá,
Sí.
a Estados Unidos. Siguiente presidente Estados Unidos, Trump, pero que dice departamento de mexicanas personas de aquí.
Ajá, ok. Mira, él dice que va a deportar a todos los mexicanos, pero la presidenta de aquí dijo que sí, que está bien, que todo mexicano va a ser bien recibido, pero el que no sea mexicano, no. Por ejemplo, está el salvadoreño, el hondureño, el guatemalteco, cubano, todo eso no lo va a querer aquí, no lo va a dejar que bajen del avión.
Sí,
¿Por qué? Por el
otros
simple
países.
hecho que no es México.
Sí.
O sea, quiere deportar, está bien, pero puro mexicano, no otro que no sea de este país.
¿Qué piensas siguiente años o más o menos?
En los próximos años que vienen,
Sí.
pues que derrubaran eso, que la quitaran, porque te digo, no es bueno, tanto que entra y nada más entra a morir. Por eso no es el sueño americano, es el sueño del muro de la vergüenza, ese es.
Sí. Entonces, gracias. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Of course, each person has each opinion. What about you? What do you think of this question? Please write it in the comment and see you soon. The next video.